Welcome you all to Slick Learning. Hello there, I'm Jahangir Alam. Today we are going to learn one of the important topic in maths. The topic name is directed numbers. First of all, we will be learning what is directed number, and then after we will go how to add and subtract these directed numbers, and then at last we are going to learn how to multiply and divide these directed numbers. So let's move on. First of all, before proceeding to the directed numbers, let's get the basic introductions about it. As we know that what are the positive and negative numbers. Since if we will take all natural numbers, that is the positive numbers, and if we will take the negative of natural numbers, that will be the negative numbers, and including 0, that will be the integers. So now we can show these numbers on number line. So in basics, we can say that if we will move towards left side, that will be all negative numbers, and if we will go to the right side from 0, that is the center, that is our positive numbers. So we can indicate in this way on the number line. So 0 is at the center, and if we will go to the right side, that's all positive number, and if we will go negative side, means left side, that will include all negative numbers, and arrow shine shows that it will continue forever, means it will keep on going. There are so many numbers are yet to come. So that is why both sides we are showing the arrows. Let's move on. Suppose the temperature is 4 degrees centigrade and minus 3 degrees centigrade. We need to find the difference between these two temperatures. So let's find the gap in between these two temperatures, 4 and minus 3. If you'll find the gap, they are 7 steps apart, means the difference is 7 degrees centigrade. So we will say that the difference of these two temperatures will be 7 degrees centigrade. Let's deep dive into it. So now we will be learning how we are going to add and subtract these directed numbers. Let's take an example. Minus 3 plus 5. We are going to add these two numbers. One is negative 3 and other is positive 5. Let's take the help of the number line. Now we are on minus 3. Right now we are on minus 3, and we have to go, means we have to add 5. As just we have seen, if we will go to the right side, it will be positive, and if we will go to the left side, that will be negative. Here it's a positive 5, so that is why we will go to the 5 steps, go to right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So finally we reached at 2 after moving 5 steps from 3, means from minus 3. So if you will add these two numbers, that is minus 3 and 5, you are getting the result, that is 2. Let's see next example we have. We are going to subtract minus 1 and 4. So let's take the help of the number line. Here right now we are on minus 1, and we have to go 4 steps towards left, because here we are going to subtract it. So we have to go towards left. So let's move towards left 4 steps. Right now we are minus 1, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So finally we reached, after moving 4 steps towards left, we reached at minus 5. So we can say easily from the help of number line, the result is going to be minus 5. Let's move on to the next example. We have in a simplest form we can define the other level of, sometimes there would be 2 plus, or there would be plus and minus together. So in that case, instead of writing 2 plus or getting confused with the 2 plus, we will replace with the that is equivalent to 1 plus, and then we will take the help of the number line to find the result. Similarly, if there would be plus and minus together, so instead of these two different sign, we will replace it with 1 minus, so we can take the help of number line and you'll find the result minus 8. Take more cases as type of, the possible cases are, it will be minus or plus together or plus or minus together. So again we are going to replace minus and plus with one sign, that is minus. So result again is going to be minus 8. If we'll keep on moving to the last cases, that will be minus 3 and there are 2 times minus. So these two signs we are going to replace with 1 plus. Just remember, we are going to replace with plus, and if we will take the help of number line, we will be getting 5 plus minus 3, or minus 3 plus 5 is going to be 2. So let's move on. What are the things that we need to remember? The most important one is that to get confused which sign is going to replace by which sign, so just we will remember it. If there would be two same sign, whether it's a positive or negative, we are going to replace with positive always, means plus sign. If two different sign will be there, whether it comes plus first and minus after, or minus first and plus after, we are going to replace with 1 minus, means single minus. So if you will apply this concept to see here, we are getting the same result, means 2 sign we are going to replace with 1 sign. So let's move on to the next part of it. So just we need to remember, if there would be two same sign, we are going to replace with always plus, and if two sign will be different, we are going to replace with negative sign. Let's move on. Now we are having the examples based on it. Now as we can see here, we have plus and minus. So as just we have seen, if there would be different sign, we are going to replace it with negative sign. So just replace it with negative sign. And once you are getting both are having same sign, here we have replaced with the one negative sign, and with the help of the number line we can subtract minus 2 with 4 and we will get the result, that is minus 6. Let's take in the next example. We are going to subtract 1 with minus 4. So as we can see, two sign are same here and these are together. So same sign, just we know that if there would be same sign, we are going to replace it with plus. So just replace it with plus and we can simply add 1 plus 4, that's going to be 5. Or we can take the help of number line. Right now here we are on 4, and if we will move 4 steps towards right side, we will be reaching at 5. So result is going to be 5. Let's move on. Right now we are having minus 1 and we are going to subtract with plus 1. So just for ease of understanding, we are going to replace these two different sign with single negative, because different sign means negative. So replace it with the one single sign and you can take the help of number line. And right now we are on minus 1 and we need to move 3 steps towards left. Yes, towards left. Now 1, 2 and 3. So we are reaching at finally at minus 4. So the result is going to be minus 4. Let's take few more cases that we have. If both will be a negative sign, as we know that both are having same sign, so we are going to replace with positive always, as you have remembered. So we are going to write once again. So we are going to replace with two negative sign with one positive sign. And now Either you can take the help of number line. So let's take the number line minus 2. Right now we are here and we are going to move 6 steps towards positive side, means towards right side. So 1 step, 2 steps, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So finally we reached at 4. So we can say easily our result will be 4. So the result is going to be 4. Now the next step we are going to learn how to divide and multiply two direct numbers, means two negative and positive numbers. So here, before proceeding, we are going to see the simple rules. The rules that just we have seen in case of addition and subtraction. If there would be two signs together, means two same sign together, we are going to take plus. And if there will be two different signs together, we are going to take negative, means minus. Here we are going to apply the same fundamentals. If there would be two sign, means two same sign in multiplication, we are going to take plus. As you can see, first and the last case both are having same sign, plus multiplied with plus, we are going to get plus, means positive. Negative multiplied with negative, we are getting plus, means just you need to remember, if we are multiplying two direct numbers, if both are having same sign, then the result is going to be always positive. Now the second case is obvious, that is, if both numbers are different sign, then the result will be always negative, means that would be the negative result. Same case is also applied for the division cases. So if both the numbers again will be same sign, then it will be always positive. If both the numbers will be different sign, then the result is going to be negative always. Let's understand this concept with the help of the numbers, with the help of an example. So let's see. The things are, we are going to multiply here two negative numbers, minus 2 with a minus 4. So both are having same sign. If the same sign will be there, whether it's a multiplication or division, your result is going to be positive. So the 2 times 4, it comes 8 and it means positive 8. So you can write here positive 8. Let's take few more example. Here we are going to multiply with minus 3 with the plus 8, means 3 is negative but 8 is positive. Both are different sign, means the result is going to be negative. Now 3 times 8, that is 24. So we can say it's a negative 24. Let's move on to the next example. Here we are going to replace, means we are going to multiply positive 5 with negative 2. Again, both are different sign. So as we know that different sign, so that is going to be negative 5 times 2, that is 10. So we can replace it with 10. Now, can you imagine, can you give the answer, what should be the result for this? I hope you get your right result. It's a simply concept. Both are having same sign, that is negative. So the result is going to be positive, and 4 times 7, that is 28. It means positive 28. Let's move on when there would be the numbers in like indices in case of power. So here minus 3 to the power 2. It means we are going to multiply minus 3 with minus 3. As we can see now, an expanded form. Now both are having same sign. So result is going to be simply plus 9. Let's move on. Simply we can work on it. If you will expand, you will be getting minus 2 multiplied with minus 2 and multiplied with minus 2. You are going to take two numbers at once. Since we know that we are multiplying 2 at a time, we are considering the sign at once only 2. So first we are going to work out with the minus 2 times minus 2. So 4 And now 4 times minus 2 is going to be minus 8. Now I hope that you understood the concept. Thank you. Thank you for watching.